Morning traders, Paul here with GammaEdge. Today is Wednesday, the 11th of January. Let's get started. Pause your players here. Read to the bottom. If you agree, hit that play button. Summary for today. Overall, the market models continue their bullish advance. You can read what's happening here, but effectively we are continuing to make progress on the bullish side. Market breadth is continuing to show bullish. We'll note a tightening of the goalposts. So plus GEX has dropped from 41 to 4,000. Minus GEX remains at 38. Generally, when we see a tightening of the goalposts, it is suggestive of breaking either way. You can't say it's bullish or bearish, but the fact that we're seeing a growth of the 4,000 strike indicates short-term gamma going in, short-term positioning to the upside. The market is speculating that the 4,000 strike is going to make them money. Transitions are holding in the 39.15 area. We're just above that. We think this is constructive. Note that other than the 1 DTE range, things are pretty much picture perfect. We like the structures that we're seeing in the transitions, so just very easy to read. The overall structures indicate that long calls are opening, long puts are being closed. We see that in what we call the deltas. The delta runways, and the structure is pretty clean with the exception of a couple bumps all the way up to 4065. Doesn't mean we're going to get up to 4065, but it means there is a outcome that the path has been made, and we could be there in a few days. We think the improving market models, the improving of the combo complex, the AM settled and the PM structures, and the overall clean transition ranges are really continue the bullish bias. Our only caution to you is that when we tighten the goalposts, the spring is coiled and we can go either direction. So we are always mindful of a potential pullback, and we'll be commenting on that here as we go forward. So the market models, the 52-week new high, new lows, you can see the green is over the red, which is indicative of more stocks making 52-week new highs. This is good. This is a breadth indicator, and it shows broader participation, and we've been seeing this for some time. We've been talking about the expansion to the upside, and everything is starting to come in alignment, and this is how we do what we do. This is the USC model. The USC model has actually been transitioning and we are now in day 5, and you can see how the progression of that worked on the short-term cumulative tick, and the key here is that we continue to make progress. The long-term ribbon here, we're watching really two moving averages here, the red one, which is a shorter term, and the cyan one, which is a longer term. They're both in an uptrend. That is bullish, and that actually started back here. The key takeaway from Friday to Monday to Tuesday is now we're very, very close to confirming this, and this will be a key point. Many times this will fail as it gets long in the tooth, and we'll see a pullback. So we are mindful of the potential of a pullback, but we would want the CT to hold above the ribbon. So just keep that in mind. No real panic. We just want a controlled pullback and then a continuation as we go to the north. As I indicated, plus GEX moved down from the 4100 strike down to 4,000. This is indicative of short-term calls being added at that Livermore level. 3,800 is an unchanged open high-low close here. 1.8, this is a conservative number. If you're a premium seller, you can look above these or below these ranges and see if you can get any premium. As we push down, you might want to sell to the lower side. As we push up, you might want to sell to the higher side. We do think these are the limits that are in play for today. The PM-Settled Complex, very strong, very clean upside here. We've got positive gamma, call-dominated gamma. We've also got call-dominated deltas. And as many of you are aware, this is the in-the-money put side. So when we see call-dominated deltas to the upside, that means the speculators are winning the battle. And this is why moneyness matters and why we track it. Upside up to the 4060 to 4065. You can see this is the JPM strike for the end of January. It's growing, of course. Very clean runway to the north. Our COTMC moneyness monetization level pre-market is this 3950, 3955. We might push a little north of that with the new data after the open, but just be aware we're in this zone. So as we push north, expect a little bit of pressure, and we'll just have to see how that plays out for today. Very strong transition. We flipped back and forth on this. On Monday we were positive. Tuesday we went put dominated. Today we're back into the call dominated side. So the PM structure is favoring a run to the north. The 0 DTE structure. Upside, you can see 39.80 is where most of the calls are coming off today. We do think contributions above this 39.65, 39.70 area start to taper very quickly, and we think that could be the upper range for today. To the low side, 3,900, obviously another Livermore level, but very, very strong call support all the way to the downside. So unless we see a sea change in sentiment, puts being open, speculative puts being opened out of the money down here, we just don't think we're going to push hard and fast to the south. Transition's very tight. We're just above it. Very clean, very good looking bullish structure with an upside potential up to this 39.65, 39.70 area. The 1 DTE does not hold that same optimism. It's very weak in these particular areas. We are thinking that if we do break the 39.15 zone, that we could actually test into the close, this 38.75, 38.70 level. And the reason we say that is that we've got a couple pockets here that they may seek overnight refuge in. Nevertheless, and by the way, it's balanced. Nevertheless, overall, we are seeing just a slight expiry on the call side for tomorrow. Since it's weak, we wouldn't read a lot into that. And just note, Tuesday, Thursday expiries have generally been weak. Now, maybe the markets opened these strikes. You can see 0 open interest at all the 5 levels. These opened overnight. So this is all new. I wouldn't read anything into this except to say they opened them to the north. They didn't open them to the south. And when that happens, the market makers are clearly thinking that there is an opportunity to the north side. So this is a tell. We look at this. We don't see this often. When we do see this, we pay attention, and it's clear that the market makers think they're going to be able to make some money by offering products to the north. On the combo complex here, 4,000, 3,800. Just starting to transition to a call-dominated combo complex. Everything's turned on, as you can see here. It could flip. I want everyone to be aware. This could flip back south, right? We could get back into a put-dominated. You can see we're very close to being able to transition down. But I will note that the structure is supportive all the way down to 38.15, 38.20 zone. We may stop on the half levels. Not expecting that. So I just want everyone to pay attention to that. To the north, we've got a couple pockets. We've got this 4,000 strike up here, of course. We've got COI, POI, so call open interest, put open interest dominant. We added about 10,000 call contracts yesterday into today. So clearly that is why the 4,000 strike has been added here. And frankly, it's very, very strong. Now, we get questions all the time. Why is this negative? This is in the money puts here, and it just shows that a large percentage of the puts that are stationed here at the 4,000 are clearly in the money, and those deltas are dominating the conversation. But as we see more and more calls get in, this number will come down because it'll be a balancing effect. Now, I want everyone's eye to look at this. 21,000 in the net GEX is a very dominant level up and below us. So obviously, as we push north here, we're going to see this number and this impact grow. This is right now overhead resistance. I think the first stopping point is going to be right around this 39.60 area. But if we can hold and close above the 39.60, gives us clear runway to 4,000 and even points north. Right now, the SPX structure, the combo structure, is giving us a fairly clean runway up to this 40.35, 40.40, and as I said earlier, the 40.65 is very close. We just need a little more in the terms of out of the money speculation to go in above that 40.40 strike, and we'll have a clear runway all the way up to 40.65. Finally, taking a look at the combo structure, plus GEX, minus GEX, as I've discussed. Here's that JPM for the end of January. We're right here at 39.19. We're sitting right here at transition. Beautiful structure, right? Balanced. You can see how it all is playing out. We've been talking about this. This chart gets me fairly excited about the markets. You guys should learn how to read these things, because I think this tells you everything that you need to know in one very quick picture. So Could we break to the south? Yes. We could certainly come down here to the 38.50 strike, as I talked about before. You can see we've got a lot of opportunity. If you believe price goes where gamma is, the eye favors to the north, as we've been talking. And as I said, we're seeing a lot of calls get opened up here. It took the 4,100 tag for PlusGex now down to 4,000, and you can see the growth here. We saw the same behavior last week, so I think we're seeing that right now, and speculators are anticipating a move to the upside. So with that, I'll leave you. If you have any questions, comments, want to learn more, just go to GammaEdge.us, fill out click on the pricing tab, fill out the blanks, and come on into the Discord and kick the tires. Twitter, follow us at GammaEdges with an S, and then here on YouTube, of course. Two things. If you like today's content, smash that like button. Let me know that I'm on the right track and providing the content that you want to see. And two, subscribe, because Taylor and I post quite often, and we want you to be aware of what we're seeing and perhaps how you can leverage this into your own plans. So with that, I bid you farewell. Make it a great hump day, and hope to see you in the Discord. Take care.